Hello twin flames, welcome to my channel, whether you're new or you're coming back. Today is going to be a quick check-in for the twins. Let's see what's happening, and I really want to start with the angel therapy deck, so we'll get a little bit of guidance from the angels on what is to pay attention to right now in these times that are pretty turbulent in terms of energies, astrological transits. A lot is happening, so yeah, let's see what we have here, and then we'll do the usual spread with the energies and messages to each other. For feminines, we got goddess. Of course we did. Express your divine feminine energy, embracing its magical intuition and nurturing qualities. I feel like today is more than ever, it's so easy to kind of slip into more rigid or more aggressive energy, kind of more forthcoming. That's what we kind of been programmed to do, but you can achieve just as much through intuition and nurturing energy. And first of all, of course, apply that nurturing to yourself. That's what I'm hearing for a lot of you. Don't know whether you had the chance to do that on Valentine's Day, but you know, life goes on. Whatever happened, and self-care days are not supposed to be once a month or for big holidays. So yeah, definitely. Ascended Masters for the masculines. Wow, the guides are all around. Powerful, loving, and wise spiritual teachers are watching over and guiding you. It's a confirmation, if anyone was wondering, and a very good time to ask difficult questions. That's what I'm getting for Sunday. There are some questions that are not as easy, and they're about certain past history and lack of understanding, so it's just a great time to ask about that. Okay, let's see what we have with tarot. I'm gonna use the spellcaster deck today. Chariot at the bottom of the deck. Movement forward through healing. Look at this lotus flower blooming. To me, this like immediately draws my attention that we can only move quickly or have that real progress when we, well, first of all, in the energy of light, and we do the work. It's almost like it's not really even oftentimes about changing your approach on the outside. It's more about your energy and what you do to have a different kind of a journey, a flight, a trip. Got a lot of metaphors connected with travel right now. Some of you could be traveling, who knows. Seven of Cups here. Yeah, so there is some there is an understanding that there is a different way to do things, right? Like have more than one option to go about a situation, to make a certain choice, or the way you approach things, whether it's a business project, a travel trip, a date, I don't know, quality time with your kids over the weekend, whatever it is. You know, it's time to look at things from a different perspective, but seeing like the many options you have, and that you don't have to do it the same way every time. There we go, that's the message. Feminines, your energy is the moon, clarified by 10 of Pentacles. Wow. You see, that's the continuation of that goddess message that we got at the beginning, with intuition and nurturing that is supposed to prevail right now. It's very yin energy, very much a kind of like, and this as well, the family, right? Like feeling like you're bringing the family together, like you're holding space. How beautiful is that feeling? And that could be family on different levels, of course. And even if you're telling me right now, I'm not in touch with my family, or I don't have a family, maybe you have a pet, maybe you have a couple of close friends, right? And if you haven't been in touch with your family for a while, then this is your nudge to give them a call, to send a message, to tell them you love them, even if it's something simple, like one sentence or a few emojis, you know, it's still gonna make a difference. And that's how you exercise that yin energy. For masculines, we have Seven of Pentacles and Knight of Cups. Yeah, so yeah, this is the date card in this deck. So masculines are planning something, especially if you hadn't chance to do something on Valentine's Day. Of course, this day brings up, and like, let's say they were with a karmic partner, right? But they can't put it down. Like, they can't stop thinking about what it would be like, that evening would be like with the feminines, or that they would design a completely different kind of date and quality time together, and they would enjoy it more. Like, those really, like, imagine how big it is, right? Think about it, like, wow, this is big. So they're not necessarily planning something like for next week. Maybe they want to do things differently, so they're thinking about it, but they're considering like what could have been. That kind of energy I'm getting here. How would those dates be going with the feminine? And they're fantasizing. Yeah, there is a regret there. I can feel it. Some sadness that, yeah, I wish I could do that. I wish we could at least try. Like, I want to dive into that whirlpool of energy. And that's when they can feel it very much in their heart in this kind of moment. Additional question, High Priestess, clarified by 8 of Cups. Yeah, so the High Priestess is asking the twins, again, it's the yin energy. But anyway, the High Priestess is asking the twins to look into what is changing in their life, right? It's not even like what else do I need to change, but acknowledge. And I'm here and compare where you were a year ago and right now. And do a little bit of that dive in, like do a little bit of that inner work and acknowledge how far you've come, how life has changed because of that. How your ways of doing things, ways of living have changed, and how that brought changes into your life. Okay, for the feminines, we have Death, clarified by Queen of Wands. Wow, this is a complete transformation into the goddess, really. Into the light worker, into the wise woman, or men, take it how it resonates, right? Like, this is that 180 degrees turn, something that probably was unimaginable before. Like that energy and that space where you are. The space of happiness and joy more than anything. But it's not even that you're like constantly happy, but how you can bring that about with what you do and with working through the energies. For masculines, it's 7 of Swords. Look at that, all these sevens. 7 of Swords, clarified by 3 of Swords. Oof. Yeah, so masculines have been bringing light to the situation of love and broken heart, right? So they've been uncovering a lot of information, data research, oh my god. They've been uncovering a lot of information on how much they haven't acknowledged when their heart was broken, and how that attributes to their previous stories and how they were brought up, the cultural ways. Like, there is this deeper connection, right, of like, I'm not just gonna tough it out, you know? Like, it reminds me like of a time when a guy would, I don't know, like sprain an ankle and be just like, yeah, whatever, I don't care, I'm just gonna tough it out. Or even like break a toe and be like, I'm not going to the hospital, like, whatever. You know, like, and a lot of them are trying to do that with the matters of the heart, with the love situation. And like, for some, it's like, I wouldn't have been out with her for a few days, like, it's no big deal, I'm fine, right? But you can't really decide that with your mind. Your heart decides in this case, right? You can't really decide whether it was brief or not, or how big of a heartbreak it is, right? And now, like, this information is coming together, that this realization helped a lot with uncovering the pain and dealing with it. Messages from the feminines to masculines. Queen of Cups, clarified by Page of Wands. Yeah, so feminines saying that I can see, because of this connection, I can see next level freedom, right? I can give myself permission to be myself and to be free, like this free spirit. And I know that it may sound like I don't want this anymore, like I'm fine on my own, but I know that it's gonna be such a magical journey when we come together, and when this is something that we can share, my free spirit and your free spirit, and we can exchange this beautiful energy. We can make this cocktail of love, joy, and growth. Wow, masculines, you have page of wands clarified by 2 of cups. The masculines are saying they feel like a little boy when they are in the energy of this connection. They feel like a child looking at a Christmas tree with like amazement and excitement, but also with a little bit of fear, or a lot of fear sometimes. Not really sure what comes ahead, or is this gonna disappear? Like, is this long lasting? It just feels too special and beautiful to be lasting forever. But they, deep down, they hope it will. That's their wishful thinking, right? And they savor this energy. They live in it. When they feel bad, when they have a bad day, they go back into that feeling, into that energy, and it brings up their mood right away. So they know about the connection, about the depth, about this invisible energy mix and the ties, that like this kind of like attachment that exists there, and it never goes away really, because they know that every time they are looking for it, they can find it. Okay, something's wrong with my voice, don't know what, I'll figure it out. Thank you so much for being with me, guys. I'm gonna leave it here. This was a quick check-in, and I'll be back with you tomorrow. Love you all.